And when I talk about the SOTA Act, I mean the Sex Offender Deterrence Act. Did I say that correctly?
The Sex Offender Deterrence Act.
Deterrence Act, excuse me. This
I
is
see.
what is called SOTA. What is this about, if you don't mind me asking? Because I'm reading it and it's filtering in my mind slowly, but I know since you are the one that created it, it's about prison reform and justice.
Right. So again, this is stemming from me, once being a victim and also my father, he was sentenced to prison for 25 years when I was a young child. And when he finally got out just recently, I got to talk to him briefly. We don't really have a relationship. Especially because I'm trying to work for the government, so I don't think he likes that.
Yeah.
But
Don't worry, that goes through my
he
family too.
Yeah. So, but he told me, he was like, my time in there, I would see the same child rapists, the same sex offenders come in and out several times. And I'm like, geez, this is horrible. Well, the Sex Offender Deterrence Act, for any in your audience that don't know, when you are a sex offender, when you are a predator, when you go into the system, you're automatically put in protective custody. And that's because they fear that, being in general pop, you're going to be, retaliated against for the heinous crimes that you've committed, which I would argue that's probably a good thing. How do you stop people from doing something? How can we prevent recidivism? Well, we can prevent that recidivism by deterring them from wanting to be incarcerated, where they get to go in and be, by themselves. They get to be in protective custody. If they know that they are going to have to be in a Texas prison, sitting there in general population with people that want to kill them, I think that's going to deter them from wanting to touch little girls. And a lot of people are going to say, oh, that's not compassionate. That's not compassionate. Well, I have to say, stop worrying about the compassion towards people who have harmed women and children. There should not be compassion there. What about the compassion for the victim? And I think, especially we're seeing, and sorry to get political, but as far as like the woke left ideology right now, they're soft on crime because they're caring more about, maybe fixing the criminal, but they're not thinking about the victims. And that is dangerous to society. It's unacceptable. And, I believe that deterrence act itself will deter people. But of course, we're going to have the liberal left say that it's cruel and whatever. Now, don't get me wrong, there still needs to be some sort of safety for these people. So, obviously, if they have other like things going on, okay, they can qualify to go to protective custody. You can qualify for it, but it should not be an automatic given that you get to go and have special treatment.
Well, I mean, the reason that they're placed in protection immediately is because of prison itself. Like, I don't know if
Yeah,
you
they
you
don't
you
deserve
know
it.
as well. Yeah, but you know as well as I know, as soon as they walk in there, somebody wants to
Good.
check their papers. Somebody
That's
wants to know
fine.
what they're in.
Right.
And
Because they're, if they get their ass beat a couple times, they might get out and not touch a kid again.
and then the second thing they do is if it's either fight or flight, and when it's flight, we have to put them in protective custody. We also have to make sure that they're safe.
Why? Nobody made sure that those kids were safe that they hurt.
Well, it's not their job to make sure what they're there for. It's just their job to keep them protected. But I mean, it's something that needs to be done. Like we have to ensure safety and security. You know, that's
Right.
just because I come from it, and that's just what I know. I know it may not be what you want to hear, and I can only
No,
apologize
I
to you.
totally understand it. I get it. But